Hello folks, I'm Josh McGehee here with another edition of Tuesday Talks with the Peacocks. This week I'm excited to be joined by the head women's basketball coach here at Upper Iowa, head coach Justin Maass. Coach, thanks so much for taking the time to speak with us this week.
Happy to be here. Thanks for having me.
Well, first off, Coach, obviously this is game week here, about to start up the brand new season. In terms of these last few weeks of the preseason, working with the team, how have things been going so far?
Preseason has been pretty great. The whole focus has just been competition and a growth mindset. You know, every day we come in and we're setting our kids up to just get punched in the face in terms of having to compete constantly, and the whole mindset of just every day we're getting a little bit better. As cliche as it is, you know, it matters. You know, we're trying to put a lot together, a new offense, a completely new defensive scheme, which has been some growing pains for some of our girls because, again, this is a brand new system on both sides of the ball. But we've seen a lot of growth. You know, had a scrimmage the other day and saw a lot of good things, saw a lot of things we do need to fix, but it was great to get that and kind of rep this stuff out before we, have our first game on Friday. So overall, it's been exciting, and we're kind of getting ready for it, but it's been a good preseason.
Well, Coach, now that you've gotten a little bit of time to get to know your players a little bit, talk to me about going into this year, some of those players that you're looking forward to here that will be leading your team.
I mean, I inherited a great roster. We have a very fun group. Every day has been a great day, and we have a lot of returners. You know, when I took this job, everybody that was on the roster returned, which has been a pleasant surprise. It wasn't something I was expecting, but something that's been great. Some specifics, Lydia's a great returner from last year. One of our leading scorers, our point guard. Kind of excited to see how she gels in our offense. The posts have been great. We put a huge emphasis on our posts this year, both Cass and Lexi, and they've kind of embraced that new role and trying to be a little bit more physical and a little bit more dominant. Guards position's been awesome. Brooke, Cal's been a great surprise and a good addition. Emma, our two freshmen, have been great freshmen, and then we have a great transfer in Helen. So, overall it's been pretty great, and we're kind of excited to kind of see how it all gels once we actually get going.
Coach, coming into your first year with the program, in terms of team expectations for the year, what are you looking forward to here at the start of the season?
Just really to compete. We don't really talk too much about the last couple of years, and there has been growth in this program from, this core group that I've inherited, and it's been great success. But for us, it's just compete. So we haven't talked too much about records-wise or ultimate goals as much as it's just been every single night we step on the floor. Every single day we step on the floor in practice, that it's competition to the highest extent. And then complementing that with that growth mindset, that every day we're just getting a little bit better. And if we can kind of bring those two together, the success is going to happen on the back end. So rather than kind of making that the square goal in terms of, building off of or some record or accomplishment that way, if we kind of pair those two together, just constantly competing and hitting each other and just that growth, it's all going to come together on the back end.
Coach, obviously here, first weekend at home at Dorn Memorial Gymnasium. In terms of, thinking about this since you joined Upper Iowa, talk to me about your level's excitement heading into your first game day weekend.
I mean, man, time flies. I can't believe we're a few days away from our first game. It feels like it's still, the first day I was getting hired or the first day our kids were on campus, or we should still be in the middle of preseason. But, Southern Arkansas and Arkansas Monticello are just a few days away, which is exciting, anxious, all the nerves you can kind of think about because, we're excited to get on the floor and finally compete against somebody else. But from a coach's standpoint, did we cover everything? Did I get my kids prepared to where they need to be? All of those on the back end. But overall for the team and the program, it's just a high level of excitement. These are the dog days because you're constantly just battling each other, physical against each other, and you just want to play somebody else. And it's going to be a good test for us having this non-conference tournament against two pretty solid teams that have two very different styles, which is going to be great in the long run that we're kind of seeing different mindsets and different styles off of that. So overall, huge excitement. Our girls are kind of ready and just ready to get to it, but we got to lock down these next 2 days. These next 2 days are going to be huge, prepping for it, and then hopefully we can find some success this weekend.
Well, Coach, good luck this weekend. Of course, good luck going into this season. As always, thanks for taking the time to speak with us.
Thank you. Go Peacocks.
I'm Josh McGehee. Go Peacocks.